NBA 2K14 is basketball perfected, but the game is far from perfect. NBA 2K14 is the #1 rated sports game for a reason. It excels in all areas. My first experience was with 2K6. I rented it and almost instantly fell in love with it. From the presentation to the quality gameplay, I couldn't put it down. And over the past few years, I've been a huge 2K fan. I've purchased each of those on release day and poured over 100 hours into both. I love basketball games, but my love for 2K is much greater than that of most. Now, this isn't to say I'm not a fan of NBA Live. I want to clear the air before you guys start a war. I really like Live 10, playing it by Elite 11, and then Live 13, but those games never came, and my love for 2K grew stronger. However, your love can only go so far. 2K14 is the first time I felt a heartbreak. From the moment I started my first game, I realized it just wasn't the same. Sure, the performance and quality is still there, but something fell off. I couldn't put a finger on it, and I couldn't dribble to save my life. Why, you might ask? Because they destroyed the controls. Now, this isn't to say the controls are bad. The old ones are still there. You're just going to have to dig in the menus and figure out how you want to play the game. With the triggers on the Xbox 360, you're able to modify your dribble or shot stick. And just a note, if you choose to use the left trigger, make sure to turn off the freestyle passing, or you're going to pass the ball every time you want to dribble. Speaking of freestyle passing, it works really well. It was one of my favorite additions, and sure, it's from Live 10, so I was instantly able to do what I wanted with it because I knew what to expect. Unfortunately, I decided to use the left trigger for dribble modification, and it did away with my ability to freestyle pass. The presentation hasn't changed much, and this is largely due to the fact that 2K is focused on the next-gen version. Regardless, the presentation is still top-notch. The play-by-play conversation is still the best in sports games, and can highly contend with a live NBA telecast. It's the presentation that makes this game so great, and continues to prove it. The gameplay, besides the controls, has gone largely unchanged. In fact, most things from last year are there but refined. Players collide more rather than warp through each other, physics plays a larger part than before, and you can also finally block layups and dunks, and that's the best addition by far to this game. Other than that, there's not a lot of new stuff. Sure, the modes are the same except the new Path to Greatness mode featuring LeBron James, and talk about a silly game mode. The mode is fun, but it's nothing compared to playing with MJ's teams or even as Magic Johnson. That mode was a blast. This is just a glorified superstar mode that allows you to have LeBron go to the Knicks and then the Cavs. Fun to think about, but really silly in the execution. Outside the new addition, everything is the same. I wasn't able to spend much time with MyTeam, but I noticed they added the option to play an NBA game or NBA team's full season schedule. Kind of fun if you have time, but 82 games will take you a while. My final thoughts on NBA 2K14 is that this is the best basketball game I've ever played. However, there are a lot of flaws that leaves this far from perfect. In terms of quality simulation and overall presentation, 2K14 does it right. What it fails to do right is the controls. As an experienced 2K player, I was thrown into a bit of a loop. Had 2K left controls unchanged and added new modes, 2K14 would be getting a 9.5 or even a 10. However, they did mess the controls up quite significantly, and that's going to force me to give it a far lower score. That's why, even though 2K14 is near perfect in terms of basketball, I give NBA 2K a 8 out of 10. I recommend buying it next gen if you can. If you can't wait, buy it somewhere you can get a great deal. As always, guys, it's been a Backlogged production. Make sure to check out backloggedgaming.com for all things gaming. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Colby Martin. I will see you guys next time.